Terrorism and the whole question, what is terrorism, will arise tonight in Texas as two sides gear up for one of the biggest military trials in decades. Major Nidal Hasan, charged with murder for his rampage at Fort Hood back in 2009. He will be defending himself. And ABC's chief investigative correspondent Brian Ross reports that many of those he injured will be there to confront him, but also to confront the Army for what happened since.
For the victims who will be called to testify, the trial means reliving the horror of what happened that day at Fort Hood. Seen in this footage, obtained by ABC News, taken moments after the shooting stopped.
Everyone is scrambling. It's chaos.
A few seconds after he started shooting is when I took a round to the chest.
The victims will also face cross-examination by the accused shooter himself, Major Nidal Hasan, who has opted to serve as his own lawyer in the military trial. But even more upsetting to the victims, and what has led many of them to file this lawsuit, is the decision by the Army to deny the injured and dead soldiers a Purple Heart, treating the Fort Hood shooting as not terrorism, but simply workplace violence. Recently retired Staff Sergeant Sean Manning, who will testify and still has bullets lodged in his body, says that means lower priority veterans' medical care and a loss of tens of thousands of dollars in benefits.
Basically, they're treating us like, I was downtown and got hit by a car.
The accused shooter, a U.S. Army Major Nidal Hasan, identified in this photo by three of the victims, allegedly shouted Allah Akbar as he shot.
He had over 177 rounds still left on his person.
The Secretary of the Army says no victims have received substandard care, and treating the attack as terrorism could affect the trial of Major Hasan.
So to declare that soldier a foreign terrorist would have a potentially profound effect on the ability to conduct the trial.
Brian Ross, ABC News.